Hello everyone, welcome to the Daksh Mavani Show, and I am a host Daksh Mavani. And this is the first ever episode of the Daksh Mavani Show, and I am glad that I started it. So, for today's episode, the inaugural episode, I'm honored to have a very dynamic startup brought to you by three young people. Those are Shakeel, Shaukat, and Nisa, and the startup is named Weez. This is from my college, and I'm glad that they had accepted the offer to join in the podcast because their idea has the potential to literally change the space of file management. So yes, in this they are going the few key topics which we are going to cover is about how a startup is built, like it's from the founder's point of view, and how does this startup function, what is its market area, and how is their life in general, should even a person start a startup or not, and many more fun questions will be in the way in this conversation. And if you enjoy the conversation, please do hit the subscribe button, and this podcast will be available on Spotify as well. So make sure that you're tuned in the whole episode to get the most out of it. And yes, let's begin.
So, hello everyone, I am Shakeel and I am the founder of Weez. So, you'll get to know about me more than myself rather than I speak during the whole podcast.
So, hello everyone. I am Shaukat. You can call me the co-founder of Weez also. And here we are, presented with a perfect podcast that is presented and hosted by Daksh. And it's particularly the best man I have ever seen. Yeah.
Okay, so hello everyone. Myself Nisa, also co-founder of Weez. Currently pursuing my second year BTech, and we are here with. I'm here with my team in Daksh Mavani's podcast. Thank you for calling, by the way.
Yeah, fine then. So before you guys get any questions, how do I know them? I'll just answer that first to the people. So Shakeel and Nisa are both from my college. These both guys are from second year. And whereas Shaukat is Shakil's brother and he is from Loyola. He is also in his second year. He has completed his BCom right. He's into his BCom right now. And these three people have found Veezz. Veezz is an AI file manager kind of thing, and it is into the space of data storage, and they have many innovative things, I think, which is better that they explain it. So yeah, first things first, let our audience be comfortable with your product. Like, this is the main reason I've called you, because your product has so much potential. I want it to reach to many people, right? So you can just tell about your product first.
Okay, so if I'll start. So, Weez is basically focused upon saving and improving your productivity. So, Weez provides a very good workspace to manage all your files. So, since we know that all of our files are just cluttered, not very cluttered, they are like discreted in the format. So what we focused upon managing our files very efficiently. Whether in the need of finding a file, we all know the hassle of finding a very important file, which I've shared a long back. And the second one is organization. So for example, you see that nowadays all the file managers of a very complex platform to manage all your files, but we focus upon simplicity so that you can use it very efficiently and find all of your files very easily. And the future updates are very much concerning and mind blowing. So that's all V's for you.
Okay, so right now this V's, is it for people like college students only? Because I feel that you have some connection with your own personal story regarding this problem, or is it for everyone out there?
So, I will answer that question. Weez is a platform that grants everyone the permission to handle their files and handle their tasks, productivity easily. There is not an age limit or age restriction to everyone. Okay, here we are focusing more on students, professionals, and more of the stuff who are totally in managing their files. Like, take an example of startups. Okay, founders and all the teams always go through a messy stuff that included, you can say, managing their files and managing their tasks, managing their productivity every day,
Yeah.
because we lost the tasks and you can say lost the time anywhere while doing our things. Our app is built for everyone that is focusing on files and productivity.
Cool then. Amazing. So, since you guys are starting a startup, and it's you three only, right? So, what are your roles in your startup? Like, how are you three do everything, or is the work divided between you three? How does a budding startup look like from the point of a co-founders? Like, you three are co-founders. What are your roles there basically?
Okay, so like as you asked about the roles, so basically the main idea was about the Weez was of Shakeel. So he asked us both and he proposed this idea to us. So we actually thought it's a great idea. So we started working upon it. So at the starting phases, we have done a lot of research. So yeah, generally the back end work of research was done by Shakeel and Shaukat. And the front end work, like other things like how to manage the files and all, I was doing about that. And front end marketing, me and Shaukat Bhaiya was handling that, and back end work mostly was handled by Shakeel.
Okay, so that must be hectic, right? So Nisa, tell me one thing, like how do you manage your time, like with the college going on, and you're building the startup as well. You have your friend circle of your own. You might have some buddies who you want to gossip with, but you need to skip those gossips and get into the this zone of coding and this whole problem solving. How does it look from your point of view?
Okay, great question. Okay, so basically, after I come from college, I come around 5:30 if traffic is there. So after that, I take a half an hour break, and then I start writing whatever things I need to do right now till 10 to 11 in a diary or book, whatever it is. After that, I try to complete all those work as soon as possible, and I take breaks. Like after 50 minutes, I take 10 to 15 minutes breaks. Again, after 50 minutes, I take breaks. So that actually gives me a rest also, along with doing a lot of work. Starting with is when I was working with the friend and all, I used to really be very hectic because obviously errors solve करने में मेरा दिमाग खराब होता था. I used to call Shakil, like, we used to have a meet and we used to be like, भाई क्या है ये गुस्सा आ जाता था and all. So yeah, it was a little bit hectic. And about the friend circle to maintain them. Mm, regarding that, I would say I don't have that much of a big friend circle because generally I believe quality is more than quantity. So I have close friends, one to two, not more than that. So they are also busy in their own works. That's an एक वो लोग काम नहीं करते. They're also very busy in coding and stuff from my school friends and all. So like we speak generally. We take 10-15 minutes break. So at that time, I just check any messages if I have and all. So like that way, I manage the work. And especially after seeing all those things I've done in my work, like that book, like what we say, diary and all. I feel very great when I'm going to sleep and also that's the way I handle my work.
That seems a pretty balanced approach to me, honestly. It's not like, you are losing out on your sleep every single day. You are ranting about your work. Like, how does it look for you guys, the brothers of destruction? Right. So, yeah, kidding, just kidding. So, guys, you both are since brothers, you live in the same home. Like, you don't have conflicts between you both regarding the same product. Suppose you're building Weez right now, like this experience probably Shaukat must be telling, this color is blue. I like blue color in my UI. Then Shakeel would be like, no, yellow is better. Like, how do you manage these things?
Okay, so whenever we are in meet, no, these people really, really, really fight a lot. Okay, I'll not be too much honest, but a little bit honest. From one side, Shakil will be talking about something. From one side, Bhaiya will be scolding about something. I'm like, क्या हो रहा है? I'll be asking my मेरा कोई solve कर दो मेरा घर यहाँ पे आ रहा है. And they will be fighting over there. Okay, we had a like little bit hard time, but also fun because अभी याद करके हंसी आती है. We still do that thing. ऐसा नहीं कलर में issue होता है. If they two fight, no, I'll be like, don't choose. I will choose.
Crazy, man, crazy. So, yeah, Shaukat, please.
So to be honest, Nisa was completely true. And let me add some points here. The daily things which we all go through, which we three all go through is we generally works on the tasks which are totally complex, and that file manager is a bit complex to build in the starting phase, honestly. And that requires our sleep. We have to sacrifice our sleeps, honestly. We are working from morning 8, taking breaks and breaks until we are working 4 o'clock in the morning and sleeping from 5. That's the thing. And about the meetings are generally hold between the night times, okay? And that time we ate our dinners, and in that time we generally discuss about what gonna be the total approach, what we are changing, and what's gonna be the update on the future things, because we were building an MVP right now, so we have to implement some new things in the future, right? We have some other discussions also. That discussions kind of, you can say, makes us sparks between our two mindsets, and that's when Nisa jumps between and solves our things. that's a
Yeah.
that's a she's a very like-minded to us also.
Shakeel, any thoughts on this?
So special thoughts. Okay. So since we do a lot of meetings, so all of our meetings, all of our features, let me explain कि जो हम फीचर्स ऐड करते हैं, हम सोचते हैं कि कुछ ऐड करना है, सो वी डू इट आफ्टर हैविंग अ वेरी लॉट ऑफ रिसर्च. हम बहुत रिसर्च करते हैं कि दीज आइडियाज एग्जिस्ट कि नहीं, ये कहीं पे इम्प्लीमेंटेड है और एनी अदर प्लेटफॉर्म इज प्रोवाइडिंग दैट. वी डू अ लॉट ऑफ रिसर्च. So in that research, what happens? Ki, for example, after getting research, after when we implement our own solution, we get collide. For example, ये कुछ बोलेगा कि हाँ okay ऐसा करना चाहिए. No, I'll be like no, these things will be good. For example, when in the starting phase we were planning to first launch it on mobile or laptop or any PC. First we need to build an app or website. That was the main confusing thing. So then we looked around कि this problem is mainly occurs in the phone. So that's the thing we all solved, and we came up. That's the thing. Okay, we need to work upon this. And nowadays also, for example, when we try to implement new ideas, so we get this feeling, ki, okay, what are the tech stack we should use? Okay, this should not be the approach. Or for example, these two are comfortable in some other tech stack, but I'm comfortable with some another. So I'll just drag them into them. उनको knowledge भी नहीं होता, I'll drag them and I'll be like, नहीं इसमें ही करो तुम लोग.
He is too cruel in these things, okay? He, मतलब ये बंदा समझता ही नहीं है what we are going through, what we are facing, new things. He's like, I was building something in Expo. You know that many of our viewers don't know what is React Native Client Expo. It is a platform which grants you and allows you to build app quickly. But here's the thing, React Native Expo have a pure React Native feature that will allow the users to build app more perfectly without even using Expo. And I was a bit confused in React Native pure. Okay, I was using Expo from a long while ago, and that person dragged me into that, and he was saying you don't have to use Expo anymore. Use the React Native. That's it. And I was like, what the hell? भाई जब मेरे को वो चीज का नॉलेज नहीं है, so why are you dragging me into that? And that's the thing where I started to work on myself and I started to learn about new things. So startup make you learn new things also.
That's the main thing.
So, do you guys think that, in everyone's life, since we are engineers here, all of us are engineers only here. I'll include even Shaukat also here because, yes, he's also building a thing. He's also an engineer. So, do you think being an engineer always means that, creating things and, thinking out of the box? And if one doesn't have that mindset, how can he build that? Like, I just want to know from your end, like from your stories, the three of you, how did you guys, get into this innovative thing? Like, we want to create a startup, or, we want to improve our skills, excel in the coding, and, probably just tweak around the product here and there and build it. Like, how do you do this?
So, first thing is, yeah, engineers are meant to like create something, but I don't think they need to do only coding stuff because we have different departments in our college, as you know, because जरूरी नहीं है कि सिर्फ कोडिंग ही करनी होती है सो यू कैन क्रिएट लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स सो दैट्स द थिंग वी डिवाइड आवर पार्ट्स इन द वर्क तो हम अलग अलग काम करते हैं आई जनरली वर्क ऑन द लाइक मार्केटिंग एंड फ्रंट एंड पार्ट ही इज डूइंग बैक एंड वर्क एंड ऑल so it doesn't mean you need to go only in one path if you want to create. You can go and create anything in different paths regarding me.
So let me answer this a little bit in more informative way. Being an engineer, I don't know what's the feel of being an engineer because I'm from banking sector and I'm pushing myself into being an engineer in this phase. Okay. So to be honest, being an engineer is not like you have to start your own thing. You have to build your own things to get funded, to get rich, to get financially stable in these things. Okay. Many of us have the mindset, let's crack the fang companies and let's just have a stable life without no tension and all that stuff. I was in that phase in the first time. I was preparing for fang companies, you know, that I was doing DSA and all the stuff. And that's where, you know, a bit of spark led my mind, and I was like, why we have to work for others when we can make our own employment stuff? We have to employ peoples rather than just being an employee in the other company. You know that, you got that point. It's totally about the mindset. It's totally about which people you are sitting with, and it's totally about how they are guiding you and how they are teaching you other stuff.
If I'll answer my part, I think engineer is nowadays a buzzword. What I think, ki, for example, what a person need to do, he should ask himself or herself. It's not like that ki if we are engineers, then we need to do specific things only. So many of us, in especially in India, our parents drag us down to the engineering path. But what I think, doing the thing which you like is the most important thing. For example, if you are not enjoying what you are doing, then you're not in the right track. So having interest into something what you are doing is the necessity. That's the basic thing. And for example, let us know how you can inculcate this building of something, a kind of stuff. So from starting onwards, I was also focusing upon getting into some top companies and crack like 1 CR package and be stable in life. But when I have like different people saying कि from starting out मैं सुनता था कि since you are engineers you should create employment, you should not be what do you say placed in a company. So in starting onwards मैं सोचता था भाई ये लोग क्या बोलते हैं भाई, स्टेबल लाइफ रहो, कुछ भी टेंशन नहीं हुई. Then my mind changed. I used to see these problems, minor problems, when I used to use things differently. For example, कोई ऐप, कोई वेबसाइट या फिर कोई भी डेली प्रॉब्लम. And I used to ask also Nisa कि what are the problems you are facing? You remember? What are the problems you are facing? What are things तुमको क्या लगता है इसमें क्या कमी है? I मैं अपने आप को educate करता था problems क्या क्या हैं अपने around. So then we came around this problem, and I think when we face a problem as a human, we should solve it because humans just tend to do these things to solve a problem. So that's how I inculcated the mindset of building something into my mind.
Brilliant, man. Your guy's mindset is amazing, honestly. Because finding these kind of people around ourselves is a bit difficult, honestly speaking, because not everyone wants to build a startup. Not everyone wants to, go that one extra mile and, actually give efforts, for actually solving a problem which is existing and coming up with a unique solution as well. So I want to know, like, you have already, so yeah, you have already told the problem what is, like, regarding the file storing and not finding files at time. So how does Weez help us in finding those files? What are the main features of Weez, which you have inculcated at least of now?
So okay, if I'll answer this, so Nisal and Shaukat, I'll answer this very efficiently, very short, simple.
Sure.
So since we focus upon productivity, we inculcated features like the search functionality. You need to just describe your file in words, in your own words, what was inside it, and you'll get the file. And the second one is we focus upon the organization. For example, when we see a lot of PDF lists, okay, what are the things going, whether things inside of a phone, we get a bit confused about, for example, the name of the file mismatches with the content inside it. So we fixed that so that you can get to know about what's inside your file just by viewing the file name. We focused upon that, and we also focused upon the cloud storage and the easy collaboration options also. So since we switch different multiple things, for example, when we say different things, there's no correct file organizations into that. So we just wanted to what do you say, bridge the gap between the file management and the collaboration. apps.
That's very honest.
Cool, man. So do you guys know any product which exists right now in this market regarding, the field right now which you are, trying to enter? Anyone can answer this one.
So let me answer this. So right now, the product like Weez, the app like Weez, didn't exist in the market. We'll research about this for 6 months. Honestly, 6 months. हमने इस पे रिसर्च किया and we didn't find any app that is solving our real problems. Okay, and that's where we hit it this thing. You know that there are many other file managers. I don't want to mention them right here. Okay, so just take an example of them in your minds. There are many file managers. They are powering themselves by AI, and they are keep on revolutionizing themselves to create stuff, new stuff, and all the stuff. But they are not focusing on true features what a real file manager should put into that. So right now, there is no such app like Weez in the market in 2025.
So I
So
would
I
like
would
to
like to
add
add
something to what Shaukat said. So basically, actually, it's a true thing that we searched a lot about these, like what we say, apps. Like, are there any apps which are similar to Weez and all? But honestly, we couldn't find them. Like, we did not find any direct competitors because yeah, obviously they're not actually existing. We have indirect competitors but not direct one because we have not seen any kind of file manager which integrates AI into them. So that
Cool, man. Amazing. So how does it feel, to be the first guys out there? Don't you think, your product can get plagiarized, or your product can be done better with some more improvements by other group of people? Like, what's your take on this? Probably I would ask Nisa this.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to answer that. Great question. So basically, yeah, it is a great thing that we are kind of monopoly for that right now. But I think it can be a little hard also because people tell कि उन रास्तों पे चलना risky होता है जिनमें कोई पहले चला नहीं. So basically, it is a good idea. It is a great idea actually. It is actually solving a lot of issues regarding productivity and file managing because every single data is stored in files and folders and all. Because even we are having chapters to how to handle files and all in our second year, second semester. So it is a great idea, but yeah, it is also good and also can be risky at the same time.
Okay. So again, don't you think your product can, be copied one day, and you will be lost in the race and capturing the market? Probably, don't you get this feeling that someone is out there building the same thing?
So I will pick up this question right now. So ये मेरा एक honest incident था. I was presenting my app in the class. Okay, it was a social media marketing stuff. You know that from a BCom you have to learn about social media also. So right now, ma'am is hosting one PPT. In that, I have presented my app myself. Okay, so in that, after presenting that full slides, the full PPT, what I have created for that piece, the question I was having is like, भाई गूगल तेरे को टेक ओवर कर लेगा यार, वो सिर्फ एआई इंटीग्रेट करने दे, तेरा स्टार्टअप डूब जाएगा. I was like, this is not gonna happen in this. Okay, we are totally ahead of Google, and I can say that we have totally different mindset what
Yeah.
Google have right now. We are totally focusing and scoping on documentation and productivity. Google is focusing on broad factors that you can say that many people don't understand right now. So to be honest, if someone is taking over, we can say that we are still in the market and we are the first step, who means we gonna be the first steppers on that path, who are revolutionizing file management, and we are building ourselves, improving ourselves day by day. And if someone's take over, we have different mindset, we can cope up with that and we can also take over them. It's a thing.
Okay, so I would like to add upon Shaukat what he told. So since हमको ये प्रॉब्लम फेस हुई थी, we faced this problem. So we always used to discuss about this. Okay, this should be the app. I used to discuss this with Nisa and Shaukat also. कि ऐसा app होना चाहिए. So we know what is actually the problem is and what people are facing right now. So we designed the app in such a way so that they can understand, okay, this is the solution we are providing and these are the things we are catering. So we understand what we are providing, and if someone copies us, it's very good that they are competing with us and we can see the potential in our idea and our own startup. So but what I think, key when we are implementing something, they cannot completely copy what we are saying. They can copy like a 50 to 60% of what we are saying, but the founder mindset is the mindset of no one can expect to be, no one can just like copy paste. So it's like that. For example, in our mind some other features are also going upon, so which will completely revolutionize whole file management, and it's coming very soon, but no one can guess it what can be that. So I think if someone is copying us, then they are on the right path. I'll wish very good, all the best for them.
Nice one.
Okay, so I would like to add upon something to what both of them said. First thing is, original will always stay original. How many ever copies are going to come? Original, obviously, it's an original thing because original idea को चाहे तुम जितना भी edit करो and all, but you can't get to the same thing. So, if even if Google people are going to integrate AI in their file search, then it's a different thing. We are not only giving AI in file managing, like right, we are also giving a lot of other things. Like it's just MVP first stage of our app now, but like in future, we're also giving a lot of other things. We're also giving storage capacities and all, and we're mainly storage also with file search because file search तभी होंगी तब जगह होगी files को store करने की. So we are giving that also. A lot of other factors are involved in this, not only about the AI integrated with file manager, a lot of other things also to like give more productivity.
Nice then. So yeah, I have a quick question for everyone. Who is your inspiration? Like, yes, you are in this founding world. There must have been some breakthrough point for you. Oh shit, this is the guy I like. This is the guy I want to become. So yeah, like just tell your inspiration, why you can, you see yourself resonating with them. Yeah.
To be honest, I am too curious, too excited to answer this question right now. So मैंने बोला था ना, एक दिन हम दोनों एक रूम में बैठे हुए थे and Shakil was like, see, he is the founder of some and some business and he is making this much of money by a single website. I was like, whoa, what the bro is even doing in that. And मैं उसकी वेबसाइट पे गया and was doing basic stuff. He was just back checking all the things of a candidate who are hired in the means different companies. That's it. And I was like, we can do better than this. And Shakil जब अपना point लेके मेरे सामने बैठ गया and he was like, see, take a pen and paper and note my points. I was like, okay, what we gonna do then? He was like, तू अपने जिंदगी में क्या क्या फेस करते है बता, फाइल मैनेजमेंट के ऊपर. I was like, totally means मैं उतना फाइल्स में नहीं था, okay, honestly. And he catered all the things for me and usne single by single and step by step he told all the things in a single notebook. And honestly, I concluded that yeah, this is the main problem which we all are facing right now. And that inspiration hit me. First off, he baited me on something on Instagram reel. He got that mindset that इस बंदे को अगर कुछ मैं feed करूंगा, so the jealousy inside him will get to work on that. That's the thing which me spark the things.
Let me actually correct you. So भैया का जो motivation है that it is BMW. Okay, if you go and see his stories, no, daily one story on his on BMW. His true inspiration is BMW. Okay, so just kidding. So I would also like to add on something. My inspiration was my mindset and my situation. मैं किसी को देख के सीखना is a secondary thing for me because I don't believe in being in someone's place because obviously you are what you are. You can't be in someone's place. You can't think कि भाई मैं उसके ऐसा बनना है. Okay, okay, you can have the motivation from others that you want to do hard work like them and be successful like them, but you can't be others. So basically, my situation and all was like, yeah, I was always like, I don't know, मुझे कभी किसी की नीचे रहना पसंद नहीं था बचपन से भी. I was never used to like if someone used to suppress me and all, and I used to like see in movies and all, and a lot of things, see how this corporate life works and all. तो आई यूज्ड टू बी वेरी फेड अप कि भाई मैं किसी के नीचे काम क्यों करूँ, लाइक मैं किसी और के आइडिया के लिए मैं दिन रात क्यों मेहनत करूँ. बस मेरे दिमाग में ये क्या है, आई एम एन इंजीनियर. एंड लाइक जो पहले आपने पूछा था एक क्वेश्चन दैट इट्स वेरी हार्ड टू फाइंड लाइक माइंडेड पीपल who want to have a startup and all. It was really very hard. So like starting 1 year में ढूंढ ही रही थी कि मुझको कोई मिलेगा, कोई किसी का सेम माइंडसेट होगा and all. So in that process I found Shakeel and all. So after that, we had a talk regarding this. We will have a start small. I asked him to have an idea, and also I say we became a team.
So okay, if I'll tell about myself. So I don't have an inspiration as a particular, but I used to see these guys like Sam Altman, Steve Jobs, and things like that. And they started with a very good problem and they solved it. And I think when they solved this problem, they sold their company and they started working upon another problem. So I learned from them, okay, if you have any problem in your life, just tend to solve it. So I was having this mindset, okay, if we are engineers, then I think the correct definition of engineer is not working किसी के नीचे काम करने की जगह. We need to tend to build something very great or to improve a thing. That's what sparked in me, and I was like, I was facing this issue from a very back. So I worked upon it. I took these two guys together to be a team, and we worked upon and we researched and we built these.
Amazing, guys, amazing. So, this mindset which you have is truly precious one. Do keep it in the same way, I would say, because that will be very, very important for your growth in the upcoming years as well as this product grows. You need to have that hunger in you to solve things and etc. Right? So yeah, moving forward in this conversation, yes. So I have a brilliant question for you all, and that is, uh, can you tell us about how your daily routine looks like right now since you have launched it? It's not the product is launched, right? If I'm not wrong, just give a thumbs up. Yep. Okay, cool. So yeah, it is launched right now. So what are the duties right now of you three people after the product has been launched?
So okay, the to be honestly, the tester is now live, and जब movement पे वो live हुआ था, so the only work I have that time is I got 1,000, you can say 100 of emails in me. Okay, and I have to just type some scripts and how to download these things and how to download that, and I have to just send emails to that users with the app link. Okay, that that testing phase doesn't allow you to download directly from the Play Store. You have to go on a website and you have to allow the app, that means you have to allow the app to be downloaded inside your mobile. So with that thing, whole instructions, the day one was complete and the tester was live. Second day, we were having feedbacks. Okay, on the same college day, we were like, we are getting a lots of feedback about how the product is going and how the things are taking place inside that product. First, two users commented on the UI. Okay, the UI is so basic and you have to improve that, and other operations and all the stuff are so pretty much awesome that they had never seen that. Okay, so now we one got a point that we have to work on UI. Second day, we got more things. We were discussing about the more complicated and more, you can say, a crystal bit clearance in our app. There is a scroll feature. I don't want to totally explain about the app because it will kill the curiosity of the users to use that app. Okay, so there's a little bit of crystally things which we have to do and all the we have to solve, and plus of we have so other things. We get feedbacks every day, and there was a point that everyone was too curious to launch the whole product on the Play Store because Many people don't know how to download it from the tester. This is the main complicated thing we are facing. And plus of, we decided we're gonna launch the product on the Play Store without wasting any time, and we will get the feedbacks from now on directly from the Play Store. We are not just totally into launching phase. Okay, guys. Okay, Daksh, we are totally here to give a product that is totally available on the Play Store. And plus of, to be honest, we are working on the web app also. It's a future thing. So point out to Shakil right now.
If I'll tell my daily schedule, so since we launched our tester version as Shaukat mentioned, so I think startup is a thing where you cannot stop. You need to be learning from different things, different persons, different startups. अगर रुक जाते हैं तो you are like just out of competition. That's the thing. So we got a lot of feedback and a lot of bugs, a lot of errors. We need to work upon that also. So startup is a thing. Startup is a life where your schedule cannot be managed. जहाँ पे schedule managed नहीं होता. And things are very unexpected, as you say. Things पता नहीं कब से कहाँ change हो जाती है. For example, you are getting a bug in this. For example, as one of my friend told, okay, my files are not processing. So I looked into that, I fixed that, different things. And for example, let's talk about my current schedule. So I'll be waking up and I'll be taking my laptop first. कुछ भी नहीं, लैपटॉप पहले खोलूंगा and I'll be just doing coding.
So to be honest, let me break this thing here. We are from Indian families, and you know कि Indian families कैसे operate करती हैं. We are two boys in the house. We have to do all the work. And plus of, he's the, you can say, younger one, I am the elder one.
Yeah.
I have to do basically all this other outside stuff. And waking up in the morning is like a very hectic task. I have to do go get some groceries, get some other stuff. And he's like just sitting in the blanket, taking laptops to his laps and just typing and just covering his ears with the headphones. I was like, I was always complaining to my mother, why the hell is he is getting so special VIP care in the house? And I was one who was working all the time. So that's the thing. Being younger in the house will have your advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
And I have seen that with my own eyes.
So one thing.
Yeah, the Nisa will be answering this.
Typically, my part after the integration part, which was like Shakil was doing. After the integrating part started, I did not have more work, honestly. But yeah, I was working about a little bit marketing, which I was speaking with my friends and all, doing a little bit research about the future things, what we need to add and all. We're also like planning to make a website, but yeah, that was done by Shaukat again. So yeah, that was my part. Now over to Shakil.
Okay. So let me continue. So हमारा daily schedule is very simple. We woke at 8 to 10, 8 or 10 a.m. उसके बीच में कभी हम उठते हैं. And the first thing we do is to open our laptops. The first thing you also do, वो जो ज़्यादा बाहर का वगैरह काम रहता है वो we manage things. So first two things, we just open our laptops and we'll be planning our schedule. Okay, what are the things we need to work upon?
And let me break her and you can continue further. So we both go to college on a bike, and I drove that bike every day. Okay, I drive that bike every day. So on that bike, literally, we plan our things on that bike while driving, not on a single page every day.
Yeah.
The most effective conversation we have on the bike while driving and while enjoying the breeze. That's it.
So what I'm telling is on the holiday day. So अगर हम उठते हैं 8 से 10 बजे तक आराम से उठते हैं, we plan things and we also take Nisa's advice. Okay, what are the things we need to do, or
Yeah.
these are the things we are doing. We inform her and take it her advice, and we start working upon that. We start work. We are into like full momentum होता है, सब होता है, but कभी फिर मम्मी बीच में आ जाती है and she'll be like कहीं जाना है. I'm like, are you serious? We three are like in the condition we are locked in. Okay, our parents will come and they'll be like, okay, don't lock in, we'll open you.
यहाँ पे उल्टा खोला जाता है, उल्टा जोड़ने की बजाय।
हम बंद कर लेते हैं अपने आपको कमरे में, मम्मी पापा आके कितना करोगे?
ऑनेस्टली एक पॉइंट आता है जब पापा लिटरली बोलते हैं भाई तुम लोग पागल हो जाओगे ऑनेस्टली इन सब चीज़ों से।
Yeah, that's the thing. And the thing is, our hectic is schedule is like very hectic. We planned a lot of different things. We need to do different things, and फिर भी कुछ चीज़ें मिस हो जाती हैं.
एंड ऑनेस्टली समथिंग मिस हो जाती हैं क्योंकि वी आर इन द लर्निंग फेज, वी आर नॉट सो प्रोफेशनल इन कोडिंग एंड ऑल द
Yeah,
स्टफ।
actually.
क्योंकि लर्निंग से ही सब चीज़ें सीखनी मिलती हैं याद रखना। एंड इन द लर्निंग फेज यू कैन हैव द हर्डल्स टू गेट फेलियर्स ऑल्सो।
Okay.
Okay, so let me mention one failure that Shakil have from 2 months, I guess. He is working on the search functionality that he is so much proud of right now. Okay, he was too depressed and too demotivated that he was not going to solve these things. He was not able to make that app happen that he was thinking to. And in that path, वो अपने path पे इतना straight रहा. He grinded 12 nights, okay, without even getting a single sleep, staying on that coffee and all this stuff. I'm not कि मैं उसकी तारीफ नहीं कर रहा हूँ. Honestly, I've seen that stuff. मैं फ्रंट एंड डेवलपर हूँ एंड ऑनेस्टली टू बी स्पीकिंग आई हैव लेस वर्क देन हिम एंड मैं मार्केटिंग भी हूँ. सो मार्केटिंग में भी इतना ज़्यादा वर्क नहीं रहता. ऑनेस्टली बैक एंड डेवलपर का सबसे हेक्टिक जॉब रहता है इधर. एंड आई हैव सीन दैट हेक्टिक जॉब इन हिज आईज, in his behavior. Because of that he was totally depressed. And when that thing cluttered, वो मतलब वो सब चीज़ें सब सॉल्व हो गई, that happiness on this face was totally unimaginable I have ever seen, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, actually is correct. So मैं एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहा था 2-3 महीने से. आई थिंक आई यूज मैं उठता था 8 बजे, कॉलेज जाना होता था, मालूम होता था, एंड आई यूज्ड टू स्लीप एट लाइक 3 or 4 a.m. every day, एंड दिस हैपेंड लाइक 3 to 4 months. और एक पॉइंट ऐसा भी आया था, मैं सोच लिया था भाई करना ही नहीं है. दैट्स द थिंग, दैट्स द फेस वे यू नीड टू लिफ्ट yourself. And Nisa also helped me a lot in these phases. She'll be like, okay, nothing will happen, we'll do it, you'll solve it, you are very intelligent. She used to motivate me a lot.
It's she's a booster for
Yeah,
his.
yeah. She was like the booster behind us. So ये सब हुआ. And the thing, the main important thing, all of three are from AI background. We learned machine learning a lot from the starting phases of our college. But when you see कि एक अपॉर्चुनिटी आती है आपके सामने कि भाई ऐप बनाना है, अब जो हमारा नॉलेज है, हमारी एक्सपर्टीज है, वी आर नॉट फ्रॉम एनी ऐप डेवलपमेंट फील्ड. वी आर फ्रॉम द पार्ट ऑफ डेवलपिंग AI, developing models, and fine tuning LLMs and things like that. So when you switch to different path, React Native path, you need to completely educate yourself. You don't know a scratch, you don't know any single thing from that field. We took the help of AI tools, we learned from them, and we built this app finally. That's the very important thing we did in Lala.
So basically, yeah, as Shakeel told, I would like to add something to it. So he told that we learn from AI tools only. So that's actually a true thing. Like without knowing anything in the this field, we started building an app like backend, front end, every single thing. And we the main thing is while building an AI, we learned how to build it from an AI. So I think that was a great thing. So I also believe so in this process, we all believe that main learning is from the mistakes. So theory learning from books, that's not actual learning, but actual learning is at that time when you start to build something and when you're actually researching on something, and if you want to learn or do something upon machines, learn about machines from machines.
नाइस. पता नहीं था इतना ज्ञान दे सकते हो तुम लोग, मेरे को उम्मीद बिल्कुल नहीं थी. अमेजिंग. लाइक आई हैव गॉट टू लर्न अ लॉट मोर थिंग्स अबाउट यू गाइज. एंड हु इज द फनीस्ट अमंग यू थ्री?
I will take all credit to myself, okay. मैं सबसे हंसाने वाला बंदा हूँ इधर. एंड ये लोग मेरे जोक्स को कभी सीरियस लेते नहीं है, पता नहीं क्यों. ये बंदा जब भी मैं देखूं ही इज लाइक, मैन बी प्रोफेशनल इन योर फील्ड, वी आर गोइंग टू समवेयर, वी आर रीचिंग समवेयर. आई वाज लाइक भाई चिल मार यार, इतना क्या लेना हर एक चीज, वी आर जस्ट स्टूडेंट्स भाई. we will enjoy our teen life, man. We can't be a professional as a young, you can say, a 40 or 50 years old man, right? We have to be energetic. We have to just, there should be a person who is filling you with the same energy as the person have. एंड ये इन लोगों को कभी समझ नहीं आता। ये लोग 24 घंटा सिर्फ बेसिकली प्रोफेशनलिज्म की बातें करते रहते हैं, पता नहीं क्यों। ये मेरे सर के ऊपर से जाता
We'll be like, we are elite.
है। या दे आर लाइक, या तू इधर है भाई एंड मैं यहाँ हूँ, ठीक है। आई वाज लाइक ओके भाई।
No, no, it's not like that. It's just joking. So
Yeah.
actually, we enjoy a lot. So, for example, in a week we have like this meeting where we just like dance on just musics.
अरे हाँ, it's happened.
Yeah. So by for example me, so I'll just dance. Pallu le leta main. I'll act like a girl and dance. And like why to entertain these people?
Man, to be honest, I was laying on my couch just swiping on Insta Reels. They were on a meet. I don't know that they were on a meet, okay? And he started some songs, I don't know from where. And he take Mummy's Pallu on his head. And I don't know from which trend or which reel he inspired, and he's just dancing like thumkas and all the stuff. I was like, भाई तेरी जैसी एनर्जी हमें भी चाहिए।
Yeah. So at that night we were completely depressed, I think.
Yeah, totally.
So कुछ issues आ गए थे वही, I think we need to cope up with that. So in that manner I came as the rescuer.
Yeah, on that day I was on a leave and he was doing my part.
Yeah. So I came as a rescuer and I was like entertaining them because depression से निकलने के लिए कुछ चीज चाहिए होती है so that your mind can get diverted and things like that. That's the thing.
Basically, I will tell you clearly what happened that day. So I was working upon, I think, profile page on that day. ठीक है, मेरे को अच्छे से याद है. And at some point वो इतना error आ रहा था उसमें, I was like about to cry कि भाई क्या ये 3-4 दिन से जा नहीं रहा है. And I was with a mate, okay. I was, yeah, we were having a meet, so I was literally about to cry. He was like, no, chill, chill, थोड़ा break करो. But no, I started dancing. तो उसके बाद we was like, we took some break, we worked upon it. And actually, after that, that error got solved. So it was dance पे कमाल.
See somewhere.
अगर error आएगा अगली बार तो उसको नचा देंगे.
Yeah, yeah. To be honest, I have to point some to be included for the person who was starting on this startup sale. Okay, to be honest, in that phase, you're building something. To be honest, have a belief on some supernatural powers inside your head. We are, to be honest, we read namaz every day. He is too spiritual in that phase. He always demands for the stuff which he needs in his future, and he always says that please God, let that error go out from my screen. And I have literally seen that thing in front of my eyes vanishing off. And I have prayed one day, honestly, second day पे वो भी चीज vanish हो चुकी थी, and I was like, man, yeah, it has to be connected somewhere. That's the thing. Believe on something from your family belongs to. That's
Yeah,
it.
actually, so spiritual guidance and knowledge connection is also very important in these journeys.
So, what is the dark side of a startup? Like, since you guys doing startup is a new buzzword right now. As Shakeel told earlier, engineer is the one, but I feel a startup is a new buzzword. So, what do you think is the dark side to it? So, I think Shakeel will be able to answer this one.
So I think there are a lot of dark side of startups which no one talks about. So for example, the endless sleeps. You need to sacrifice all of your schedule. Starting a startup is not a very easy thing. Second one is you need to balance all things. You need to balance your life with a startup. And the third one is thing ki health is actually very ignored in these phases, which is very important thing. फिजिकल फिटनेस वगैरह जैसी चीज़ें हम बहुत इग्नोर कर देते हैं. फोर्थ थिंग इज मेंटल हेल्थ इज कम्प्लीटली भाई, we actually gave up on our mental health. We need to actually have a very good time together to stabilize it again. That's all the, I think according to me, is the dark side of starting a startup.
So, do you think that these dark sides are actually disadvantages?
See, these dark side led you to disadvantages. Why? Shakil mentioned there are gonna be health issues, mental health issues, and obviously, जब health and mental health की बात आएगी, the person gonna be totally off the track. जो चीज़ें कर रहा था, it can be hospitalized for 1 month, and भाई कहाँ से startup पे काम करेगा वो अगर hospitalized हो गया तो? That's the thing. ये सब चीज़ें disadvantages में convert हो सकती हैं easily. There is no point of saying that. Okay, so taking care of yourself and taking care of the startup is very essential thing.
Right. So, last one question for every one of you. What is the one thing which you would like to tell to your fellow mates, or the people who are younger than you or in your age, regarding starting a startup or your career? Like whatever advice it might be, just 1 or 2 points from your own personal experiences, starting with Nisa, Shaukat, then Shakeel.
Yeah, so I would like to just tell that first thing, never ever compare anyone with yourself. If you want to compare with like yourself, then compare your older self. Second thing is never ever let anything stop you from doing whatever you want to and whatever you wish to. And last but not the least, never let any other's words get into your mind and ruin your ideas and ruin your future, ruin your heartbeat. So just do whatever you want to. Obviously, life is yours.
So my thing, what I want to convey to my fellow mates which are near to me is, यार देखो, जब तक तुम चीज़ें सीख रहे हो, सो डोंट एक्सपेक्ट टू थिंग्स टू बी परफेक्ट, ओके? याद रखना कि चीज़ें गलत होंगी एंड चीज़ें बहुत बुरी भी होंगी। उन चीज़ों को परफेक्ट कैसे करना है वो सब सोचना है, ना कि कैसे मैं इस मार्केट से बाहर निकलूँ, ये पॉइंट। सेकंड चीज़, उन पर्सन्स के साथ रहो जो तुमको पुश करते हैं, ना कि पीछे लेते हैं, याद रखना ज़िंदगी में। क्योंकि आई हैव सीन मैनी थिंग्स लाइक दैट इन माय कॉलेजेस, द पर्सन्स आर पुलिंग बैक टू समवन और यू कैन से मैनी अदर किड्स, ओके? इन सब चीज़ों से दूर रहो, हैव अ ग्रेट माइंडसेट, बी मेक योर पेरेंट्स प्राउड ऑन दिस। दैट्स द थिंग व्हिच आई वांट टू कन्वे।
So I would like to add upon things. This thing is very risky when you contribute all of your day, all of your schedule, when you don't think about the jobs, कि मेरे को job ही नहीं करनी. You completely get relied upon things like startups, and you don't know it will work out or not. So that's the phase where self doubt comes in. सबसे पहले self doubt is the thing which we need to cope up from, because सब में आता है self doubt. We need to also take about the self doubt. And one last thing I would like to add, रिस्क है तो इश्क है. That's the thing.
ये राइट, ओके।
Nice. Good ending, Shakil. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone who has been watching the episode till here. I'll drop down the Weez link in my description. You guys can check the app yourself, and hopefully, these guys grow really well, and we will get them again on our podcast. Thank you, everyone who have tuned in. And yes, see you later.